What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Tuesday update for Treehouse Trade School and the Seneca Treehouse Project. Hey, this is Julie for, sorry, I just butchered your name. I had an awesome group of kids here over the weekend, and adults. Adults are cool too, but so much fun hanging out with some good friends, family this last weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter and just celebrating Christ, celebrating rebirth and new beginnings, and celebrating all the goodness that spring has to offer. Ben is now joining us as well on Zoom. So reiterating something I already said on Instagram Live, but this will be the last month. What's up, Ben? Good to see you, my friend.
How you doing?
Great, man. And I'm here with Ryan too. Ryan's in the room right now. He's over here. The new friend visiting for a little while. Could be a great asset to Treehouse Trade School and to the community and everything. Really cool guy, experienced tradesman. And so Ryan's here with us too with his dog Batman. It's not nearly as intimidating as the real Batman, but so we're talking about a couple things on this update. One thing is we are moving traffic from Seneca Treehouse to Treehouse Trade School, and if you haven't already followed Treehouse Trade School on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, go ahead and do that now so you don't miss out. We're going to continue to kind of, as we're building up the audience on Treehouse Trade School, we're going to continue to post things on Seneca Treehouse. If you're looking for a cool place to stay, we know from experience it does host at least 11 kids and several adults. We had an awesome weekend last weekend, so come stay with us for anytime through the year at the Seneca Treehouse Project. You can learn about homesteading, learn about permaculture, learn about sustainable development, and good things that you can do with your own property to build resilience for yourself and your family. Updates for today, little personal stuff. Divorce is finalized. So that was a really painful, long drawn out process, painful day, sucking situation for anybody. I really hope that nobody has to go through that. And so I went today and picked up some chicks from Tractor Supply. Get it? So in the different kind of chicks these days, but ready to move on with just focusing on myself, focusing on the betterment of myself as a father, as a businessman, as a family man, and doing the best that I can to continue to improve myself so that we can develop a trade school that is life-changing and will be just an asset for so many people around the world. So I've been working on this class, which last time we met, we called it Homesteading Made Easy, but I actually found out that the URL homesteadingsimplified.com was available, so I've changed the name to Homesteading Simplified. Hopefully that's all right with everybody. And I've been integrating a new software called ClickFlow, which is all-in-one stuff put together of all the things, all the resources that you really need to run a business all in one. We've hired an individual, a company from India that is building us a funnel and building us a website, and very knowledgeable group of people that are just taking that load off of our shoulders, which is so difficult. And if you're unfamiliar with a funnel, it's, a lot of people know what a funnel is, like you would use in the kitchen or to change your oil, but it's the same kind of thing. It draws everybody here that's been on social media or on the internet has gone to a funnel before, and it's an advertisement that pulls you in and gives you a product to sell. It's a web page that converts, you know, it helps to sell. So we're having somebody build that out. We still have hopes to launch this class by April 20th, but it may, we may be a little tight. We may have to move that, but I still have confidence that we can pull that off depending on how our friends in India do. And Christian, oh man, I just messed his name up. His name, when I start doing these videos, names are like, they go somewhere else. Christian Mishra, I think that's right. Really awesome guy, really awesome company. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about some homesteading simplified updates here in a second. But in terms of, in the meantime, while we're building this out, building out the classes, we are doing jobs. I'm doing a grading job right now and posting videos about that, trying to kind of post these like how-to videos, short clips on TikTok and Instagram, which then goes to Facebook as we're doing stuff. So I posted parts 1, 2, and 3 of a septic tank installation on TikTok. I'll post those again on Instagram on Treehouse Trade School page. So, you know, if you want to know about stuff like that, or really anything in the realm of homestead development, go to that page, and I'm going to keep trying to add more and more content to it and bringing some value that way. There are 5 aspects to build a business, 5 starting people. And that is something that we started to do with Ben here with me on Zoom right now, and Michelle and a couple other people. But those 5 people are the visionary, the integrator, the sales and marketing, the operations, and the finance. And I've been doing all 5 of those roles. So hopefully as Ben comes on, Ben can take on 4 of those roles while I just do 1 of them, right? He's not laughing. But hopefully he'll be able to take on some of that. And then as we build our team, those are the other roles that we need to help fill. And we need to have leaders in those positions, people that are capable of doing that with integrity. And so I'm putting some weight on Ben right now. He's like rubbing his face. He's like, oh crap. What did I get into? Yeah, it's really difficult to build a company when you're bouncing around from the visionary to the integrator to the operations to really doing a poor job with the finance and things, and then the sales and marketing, which I actually really enjoy doing the sales portion of things and the marketing portion of things, learning about that and creating videos to add value and bring people in. But I'm doing a finance workshop this weekend with Cardone, with the Cardone University, the Total Entrepreneur Transformation Program that I joined earlier this year. And I'll be doing that this weekend online with, I have my boys this weekend too. So bummer is it's taking some time away from my boys. So I've really just got to make the best out of that. My parents are going to be hanging out with us. So I'll get to see them and hold them and play with them. And I may end up trying to record some of it so I can watch it later. And learning more about that finance side of things. All right, so circling back to Homesteading Simplified, I want to share my screen real quick. Let me make sure I got it open. So, yeah. Okay. Share screen. All right, so this is the outline. I've been continuing this. Now, if you're unfamiliar, the Homesteading Simplified class is going to be a live class, 1-to-many, hopefully 1-to-many. That's about the only way we can make it work. Where we're meeting once a week on Thursdays, 6 o'clock, and we're going to go through this whole curriculum over the course of 4 months. So once a week for 4 months. I think there's one Thursday in there that I will not be available. We'll be recording that as we go, just like we're recording these calls and uploading them to YouTube. Except we'll be recording this class and uploading it to our online training platform, in which you as a student will have access to. So you'll get to be with me one-on-one or with a group. So you'll have access to asking me questions about all this stuff, asking questions about your property, or maybe you don't have property, but you have, talk about developing a property. We're going to work through this. So the goal is to be able to save you as a student between $30,000 and $100,000 or more in the development of your homestead. And I estimate how much I wasted over the years of not having this class and not having access to the simplified version of what we're going to go through here, and just how much I've wasted in materials and working with people that weren't a good fit, working with just progress on projects being out of order and having too many liabilities. We're going to go through all this. If you have questions, bring those questions to class. If by chance I don't know the answer to that question, I will find out research and bring you a quality answer the next time we meet, if not sooner. And all this is going to be uploaded. And then we'll also be developing some more refined versions of some of these classes that you'll have access to. So lifetime access to all of this stuff. And I've added up everything that's in here, and it's about a $10,000 value. So we're going to be doing all of these things. There's going to be assessment of your personal desires, your skills, your land. That's a huge thing. Knowing what resources you have and a good direction to go. And we're going to be doing a low maintenance garden mindset. That's like all these are their own classes. That is a class that helps you get into a really good rhythm with reducing the stress of gardening and growing food and just removing the unknowns of how to get started and like how to maximize your food production. We'll do an in-depth introduction to permaculture, which is the design science. Now, there'll be another class later in the future that will be a permaculture design certification. And we're actually working on developing the team to teach that right now. So Ben will be one of the guys, hopefully, that will help with that. And then we have Kenneth Oching in Kenya, in the tropics of Kenya, who I spoke with this morning. And he is working on getting a better audio quality. We're going to be doing, actually, I didn't realize this, but you guys probably can't hear me that well. We're going to be working on getting him a better audio quality so he can record parts of tropical food forestry and tropical permaculture for that class. That's a separate class than this. We're just doing an in-depth introduction to permaculture within this Homesteading Made Easy. So I went off on a little tangent there. Got excited. The minimalist toolkit is the next thing. That's the minimalist reasonable tools to build just about anything. So those are like all the basic tools you need to build even your whole house, fencing, livestock, shelter, anything that you'll need on your homestead, arbors for solar or whatever, things to plant. And then we'll do, what's going on here? Then we'll do, I've got to finish the outline on these other things. Housing and other buildings, we'll talk about different housing types, where to put them, how to place them, materials to use, etc. That's also partially based on your land assessment. Or we'll talk about different ways of earning income, fencing and animals, and how to take care of the animals and different guardians to get. Then we'll have some governance and automation, things to just make things easier and more simplified. So as you have, you don't have to keep redoing things over and over and over again. You can start to automate things. And then growing fuel and producing energy, that's a new one that I added, actually the governance and automation and the growing fuel and producing energy are some things that we added because just realizing the potential collapse of, I mean, I don't want to, I never want to put fear into your heart, but, and I want to focus on solutions, but we have to look at the reality of what is happening. And a lot of people are pulling out of the dollar and there's a lot of tension building. So, the reality is we can grow our own fuel. And it's been done before, it's being done currently, and we can do it again. And so just an example of that is a wood gasifier that takes place of gasoline. It is something you have to build to go in your vehicle, but it was done in, I believe it was World War II. They had wood gasifiers and there was an oil shortage. And we can also grow fuel for or grow crops for to make diesel fuel. And I've run my trucks and machinery on 100% biodiesel. That I had to go to Asheville to get it usually. But there are a lot of solutions that we can focus on. And this class really goes through the 7 layers of sustainability, which is outlined in 71 solutions. If you don't have this book yet, you can get it. But the thing is, you're going to get some free stuff. So if you do join this class, I'm going to send you this book signed for free. I'm also going to get some new Treehouse Trade School t-shirts made and some hats. I'll probably get some more water bottles too, which everybody has water bottles, but who doesn't love, like I've had 10 of these and I'm down to 2. So somebody likes my water bottles. So we're going to send out some packages like that for people that join. There's also going to be the first 15 people are going to get 50% discount. We're going to have some payment plans too. I told you that there was a $10,000 value to this class, but it's we're going to sell it for $24.95. So about a quarter of the value. You're getting a 75% discount essentially, and then if you're one of the first 15 to sign up, that'll be an additional 50% discount on top of that, and a box of goodies. My goal is to get you to the point within 4 months that you are already growing food and planning, if not, building something, or you want to build something, or just get you to the point where you feel comfortable and feel like if stuff hit the fan, if we had no options other than surviving off of our land, you would be comfortable. And even if you don't own a lot of land, or maybe you don't own land at all, we have some solutions for that too. We're going to talk about that in the class, using other people's land and just maximizing what you have, maximizing food production with the land that you already own. Next step for me is grinding on developing. I'm going to finish building out this outline, and then just telling people about it. I'm going to start putting segments of it online, through social media. And if you want to help, even if you don't want to take the class, if you want to help get the word out, I would really appreciate you sharing those videos, and even sharing this video. This will be on YouTube, so sharing it, put it out there would be a huge help. And we'll be using all proceeds will go to the development of Treehouse Trade School, helping people build resilience for their families and their community. That concludes the update for this Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining. And now I'd like to open it up for some questions or comments or concerns or ideas or anything. You're welcome to. Ben, you gonna take on 4 job position roles with Price of One?
It sounds like a lot.
Cool. You can do it. Yeah. Brian asked if there was a payment plan for the class. Yeah, so we're gonna have, I think, 3 payment options. There'll be paid up front. There'll be the like a 3-month payment, or maybe a 4-month since the class is 4 months long. And then I think we'll have like a 12-month payment plan, which will, if you pay up front, then you get a discount, and then if you pay it over a longer period of time, there'll be some interest added in there. So yeah, good question. Yeah, and that's part of what that's been part of my hang up all along, is like, how do I make all that stuff clickable? And so that's what Christian is doing, is making everything clickable. And it's so cool. It's so cool to be able to work with people that know what the heck they're doing, and also don't charge an arm and a leg to do it. So it's all about building boats for the rising tide, so we can all come up together. So, all right. Well, if we have no further questions, I'm going to stop this recording and say thank you. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for being part of the update and being part of the team. And we hope to see you next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, for another Treehouse update. Y'all take care.